after a television news.
Now, let me ask you this.
program.
We had a news story yesterday. It wasn't a news story. It was actually a magazine. It was from a magazine. Maybe you're familiar with it, Jimmy, in Los Angeles, called Buzz Magazine.
Yes, I am familiar with it.
I'm sure it's ultra hip and very cool. There was an article in there about an artist. His name is Keith Beaudry. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Beaudry had a very prominent gallery featuring his work. Mm-hmm. The work, very unusual, sort of a performance art type piece. The work was paint on canvas, and the paint was applied via the colon of Mr. Beaudry.
This is true.
This was right from Buzz Magazine.
He'd actually take paint and insert it with an enema bag, and then expel it onto the canvas.
Which I think is making a brilliant artistic statement, frankly. I'm not sure about the actual object d'art.
Yes, right.
But object art. I think it's making a profound statement about our culture and about art.
That anybody can be an artist?
No. I
think I could paint that way myself. I
have painted that way accidentally.
Too bad there wasn't a canvas at the time.
Mm-hmm. His wife's doing it also, I understand.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She's right now in her blue period. And man.
Hey, Picasso had one. Why can't she?
Well, his nickname is Picasso Hole.
All right, let's move on, shall we?
Well, no, I think my question is this: when you're doing the TV news,
we haven't had that story.
Who's your partner on TV?
Bruce Kopp.
So, do you ever say to Bruce, did you see the thing about the enema art? Do you think he'd come back with a couple of quick ones?
I'm a viewer out here, and I'm just outraged at what you're talking about. I got up to feed my cat this morning.
I was upset.
We could show the
I was upset because in the article, which was taken out of the air studios because they thought I'd stop talking about it if they removed it. Mm-hmm. There were no pictures of the paintings in the article.
Mm-hmm. Well, you wouldn't have been able to see them. They were just cheap copies of the article, so you wouldn't have been able to see it. It was all just black.
Can you imagine this stuff?
No, I can't, Tom, and I would not go out to look at it.
I can just imagine this guy at the ultra high end screen printer shop. Okay, I don't think we've got the chiaroscuro on the... could we bring in the
See, if
color?
I want to see that type of art, I can go out into the backyard and watch my dogs do it right there. Look at that. Look at the structure on that one.
See, you're just like the people who said that Jackson Pollock is no more talented than a chimpanzee.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
The fact that they were right is okay.
Your hair.
So you didn't have that story.
No, and see, what do they do for an opening? When the artists have a little gallery opening, everybody walks around.
Well, see, this guy was a student of Andy Warhol. I said this earlier this morning. He was a student of Andy Warhol, at least, although not directly, but in terms of the history of art, he felt a bond with Andy Warhol. So I thought the two could get together and open up a gallery, and they could call it Anus and Andy's. And then they would have the
highlighting both of the artists.
Yeah. If I do that joke again, I'm going to do this because it's so awful.
I think you should.
Now we also had a story last hour about this whole coffee enema thing.
Oh, I heard that on the way in here.
A resurgence in popularity.
Where do you get an idea? What kind of knuckleheads are in this country?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kidding. Yeah, who thought of that?
Hey, coffee tastes good here. Must feel great.
Do you think somebody walked in and said, it's summertime. I think I'm going to have a switch. Could I have the iced tea? Do you have that on a decaf? And I'd like no lemon. It makes me pucker.
Man, this is the hottest day of my life. I need a coffee enema.
I need a good coffee enema. Wow.
But I'm with Jimmy there. Who thinks of this stuff?
Oh, I know. Well, who thought of the guy painting canvas with an enema? Come on.
That's brilliant.
When did the light go on in his head? Hey, I've got a great idea.
Oh, he probably gets his ideas like most people while on the toilet.
Just think of how much money.
I'm sorry. It's time for us to move on. So you didn't have either of those stories on your
didn't have those
TV
stories.
news?
See?
I would love to see.
Although, when was it last week you were telling me that you had a miniature horse on the show?
Oh, yeah.
What?
And right before, it's obviously this is all
Shetland
live.
Pony kind of
This
thing?
is all live.
Shetland.
You're very close.
That's what I said.
You're very close to where I'm going with this story.
I know.
So they're out on the set and they're standing there, and Bruce, and of course everybody's miniature people. I mean, Pat, but they're standing there, and right before they go on the air, the Shetland Pony
Really?
leaves a little.
So more like Shetland on the stage.
That's right.
And then
That would be a Shetland pony.
like 10 seconds.
That's exactly
10
right.
seconds left in the
past
commercial.
tense.
So the floor director goes, all right, cut. There it is. Boom.
But see, if that were to happen here, the response, there,
talk about
nobody really said much of anything. Everybody tried to ignore it, and
Did
the
you?
smell
Well,
was a little,
we would mention it because we'd all be leaving the room.
so it would be a little different if that happened here.
Put a frame around it.
Oh, why sell it? There
I
it
was
is.
I was thinking about
art.
a friend of ours, artist Rob Day, had a great cartoon a few years ago, and I think it appeared in Spy magazine. Actually, it was the one that said had the guy in the "Welcome to L.A." T-shirt, and he was he'd just been shot in the chest, and there was this big blood spurt in the wall and back up. Remember that? Mm-mm. But I was going to say that's an interesting kind of art. But a guy did that years ago. A guy in Rhode Island, I remember, did that.
Welcome to Rhode Island.
He had himself shot in the arm as a work of art.
Oh,
Remember
so
that?
to
What was that
splatter
guy's
it on
name?
a.
Yeah,
Lefty?
Maybe it was in New York.
What is his name? He shot himself in the arm.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
blood would splatter
his
on a
name-
canvas.
His name was Chris something. Yeah, and then I think he also had himself crucified to the roof of a Volkswagen.
Oh,
Well,
that
now
would make
see
for a
there.
pretty
Hello.
picture.
Oh, yeah.
All in the name of art.
Yeah, try to drive through Michigan like that. Well, I hit him on the road, and
He's stuck there. I don't know.
Hey, it's not the season for that.
is
that a deer?
I thought those things normally went on the dash. He had this on the roof, huh?
That's the biggest one I ever saw.
Hey, Jesus. Yeah, come here, Jesus.
Hey.
If you're going to put that in there. I'm sorry. So you didn't have any of those stories, did you, Pat?
No.
see?
See, look what we're missing.
Why don't you call us before you go on the air every morning?
That's what we
we'll
should
help
do.
you out.
We'll
Yeah.
give you your stories.
How about we just hook up with you on the air some morning, and you guys right
no,
there, you
there's a
can
great
have
idea.
the stories.
Well, I
that
don't
you-
want to get all that makeup on.
There you
You
go.
guys could go au natural.
Now, does Bruce put as much makeup on as you do?
He puts a little makeup on.
A little?
Really?
Bruce is actually a blonde, isn't he?
No,
Your
no,
roots are showing.
He's a brunette.
No, he has
See
a new baby, doesn't he?
Yes, brand new baby. So
I know because I saw him at Toys R Us walking out with a shopping cart with the mountain of diapers in it.
yeah, so it's all new to him. First one.
No kids there,
What's the
Jimmy?
matter, Jimmy? You're
No,
shaking
it's
your
that
head.
you know of. I just remember the last time I saw a fellow with mountain of diapers. It wasn't a pretty picture, and he wasn't making art.
But he was preparing the palette. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Well,
Hey, did you have that story about that guy who was horrible? Where he threw that lady off the bridge and
in Detroit
Oh.
at
Yeah.
Belle Isle.
That's the
Belle
other
Isle,
day.
yes.
Yeah, we did hear about that.
oh my! And then I was watching CNN last night where his lawyer said, I think once all the facts come out, we're going to see it's not as bad as they're making it out to be. what is she going to say? Well, it could have been December and that could have been frozen and she could have hit her head. The guy was nice enough to do it in August. Give him a break.
So you've been to Detroit.
Oh, man.
Or you dealt with lawyers before, one or the other, yeah.
Unbelievable. What's what, and I'm sure he'll get it off. I mean, everybody does.
Seems
right?
that way.
OJ's probably going to get hung. And Menendez brothers, you can't convict. They shoot him, admit it. Okay, we're not sure what we're going to do with you yet. And even going all the way back, I hate to bring Lorena Bobbitt, her defense. You remember what her defense was? She said that John was terrorizing her.
He was mean to her.
Terrorizing her with his penis. Hey, you got to take your hat off to a guy who can terrorize somebody with this Johnson. I mean, if that was me, I'd be charged with kind of bugging her a little.
Bug it.
Yeah, gotcha.
If it was chick, it wouldn't be a moving violation.
No.
It would be. It's terrible.
Very small misdemeanor.
Sure, we can find no evidence whatsoever.
Yeah, evidence is gone, and
Check
well.
to make it
Well,
well.
Jimmy Dore is sitting in with us this morning. We're actually trying to get to the news. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
let's do it.
Any other stories, you guys?
No, well, let's see
Well,
what
I just
you
want
got
to
there.
see, because I'm trying to underscore the difference between television news and radio news. See, because you do all your chit chat at the end to stall. and usually there's nothing to say.
Oh, it's so funny, though, when they do that, don't you think? It's the greatest stuff I've ever heard.
What?
I crack up. Those guys, I wish you guys would do more of that on the news. Not you guys. I haven't ever watched you yet.
Yes.
I'm sure
That's wonderful.
Anchor banter, you mean?
God. What are they thinking? Did they ever watch the tape of their own selves? It's horrible.
Well, it certainly is a hot day out there.
Yeah, really. Could you make the weather guy, hey, we're going to blame you for the weather. Hey, don't blame me for the weather in the morning.
All right. I want you guys just suggest something that you're pitching, saying, here's the weatherman. We have a weatherman named Chuck. So in the morning.
Chuck, hey, did you hear the latest? There once was a man from Nantucket.
No, you say, hey, our guest today is singer Shirley Ellis.
We're going to play the name game with Chuck.
Chuck, Bobak, Banana
That's nice.
See, that would be. I guess that would be one way to open it up.
Yeah, no.
Now, do you know what you're going to chit chat about at the end?
Well, I was going to say what's funny. Sometimes the producer will write that up in your teleprompter.
So if we were to say, bribe the producer to maybe write something pretty funny.
Yeah, and see that happens.
Have Bruce come out of the news, and that's the news. Before we get to weather, Pat, no brassiere today?
Don't think that'll happen.
See, some people read it by
Well, I
verbatim.
never in my life seen anything so horrible.
Because then you're going to get the mail from the people.
Or if you don't look first, you just kind of you glance at it, and all of a sudden you have to be very careful what's up there.
When you're applying for that job, isn't that a prerequisite ability to make small talk?
Well,
can you make small talk? No. All right, we'll get somebody to write.
Be able to chit chat.
I'm just off the plane from Bosnia. I've got this flesh wound, but I'd like to file my report. Can you make some good chit chat? Well, no, I'm bleeding for God's sake. I'm sorry. We have.
It's like it's like the newspaper. Not of course, not
No,
you.
not
again.
no.
The news people today, they're like Johnny Bravo. They fit the suit. That's why they get the job. Remember from the Brady Bunch?
You guys have really covered television news this morning.
Pat, we're trying to give you a hard time.
Not you.
Not you. But not us.
But not you in the morning. Oh, I've seen you guys.
See, I haven't watched your show, Pat, because you're on when we're on.
Yeah.
See, I used to watch you guys in the morning, but I can't do that anymore.
You can see it in the background a little bit while you're talking. Turn the sound down.
Yeah, but I'm distracted. We can't have the TV on because I just tend to
watch it.
See, I turn it off because it distracts everyone.
I know.
I'll wave to you if you leave it on.
Really?
No, you won't. You said that before.
Flash us and maybe the TV will go on. Real quick.
So
you get up on the desk and start doing a little dance. Then we're talking.
You used to do the weather, Pat, and we were having this discussion one Saturday morning. I was awake at about 2 in the morning because we had to get up early to go out to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to an event there, watching the Weather Channel. And, of course, whenever you turn that on, they're always doing the weather in Europe.
Very handy.
Which I can't quite figure out. Well, in case you're traveling, it'll be tomorrow when you get there, so...
It doesn't matter.
That's the best I've ever heard.
Yeah. Hello, Jan. I'm coming over tomorrow. I hate to say it's snowing in Zurich. Anyway, so after watching that, and then they finally, show the local radar, which is interesting, but you got to wonder. It's, 2 in the morning. You've got to wonder if 3 in the morning if they decide to do some gags.
Well,
on the Weather Channel?
Didn't that one guy on the Weather Channel break down about his girlfriend?
I think he was serious, though.
And what did he do?
It just, all of a sudden, it was overwhelming for him, but he started to say something. If you're going to go out and enjoy a nice sunny day, and, well, that is if you have a girlfriend, and he just started crying.
Make sure you don't go by that bitch Sue's house, because it's raining all over you.
And he just went
Dark cloud hanging over that house.
If you think this hurricane is a bitch.
Yeah, but then somebody ran in one of those Mentos candies and everything worked out.
Hey, a breath refresher.
One of these.
There you go.
See, they don't have anybody to banter with. That's the problem.
But no,
there.
they do those sometimes.
They do. There's 2 of them there.
Yeah, every once in a while they sit
desk.
back at the desk. What can they possibly talk about?
Change of shifts.
Yeah. Boy, that hurricane really blows.
That Weather Channel, though, they used to that used to be like a one-person operation. I mean, not only would they change the maps, but they'd change the camera angles and put with one of those little clickers. It was just like one person, like overnight. That would be the only.
See, chicks always wanted to do the weather. I can see him there.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Talking to himself at 3 in the morning.
Oh, you'd be perfect. You'd forget to take your Prozac one day, and all of a sudden you'd be slashing
once
your
again,
wrists
I think we should do our, the Bob and Tom Weather Channel. That's where you just you have a naked woman standing out, pointing out just nippy parts of the country. That's all.
Guys would tune in during halftime at football games.
Hell yeah.
Hey, look at this, Shirley. It's real cold up there in Montana tonight.
Wow, look at that.
Nice presentation.
Hey, Cheryl.
She's got to be from Colorado.
Whoa, man.
Are those the Grand Tetons? My God.
See,
we should program.
They should program the state. They really should.
Someday.
How do you get that reference? Where do you guys get these references from?
I don't know. It's
Just
the coffee.
on top of his head.
Have more.
Now, see, our new guy, our new news director, listens to the show.
Does he really?
So
I hope not.
He is
I hope not.
probably listening to you
I
guys.
hope not this morning.
And all of your programming
What's
suggestions.
his name?
Well, I would imagine you'll probably see a few changes tomorrow morning.
What's his first name?
It's Mr. Butte.
Mr. Butte. Mr. Butte.
You stop.
From the Montana Buttes?
If it's not a noun, it's okay.
He came from Montana.
See, the Montana Buttes, right?
See, Chick may have hit the nail on the head. He may come in tomorrow and go, Pat, I know Tom didn't like the green you were wearing yesterday, but don't have to worry about that today because we're going to go with that nippy weather thing.
Sure
we figure it's 5 in the morning. And who's watching? Farmers? They're gonna dig it. These guys are hardworking men, for God's sake.
Powder those puppies up. Get on it.
Powder them up.
Little shine on them. We gotta.
Well, we were gonna give you the price for pork bellies, but we thought we'd rather do one of these. Watch them; they're going different directions.
Oh yeah.
All
Here's your
right.
icy hot. Get on camera.
Guys,
That is TV
that's
news.
Television news, yes.
The way it was meant to be viewed.
I
Hold
hope
on a
he's
second.
listening.
Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Hi, fellas. Tom Blochow calling.
Tom, good morning.
Tom.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Good morning. Listen, I just wanted to give you a couple suggestions. If I were you, stick with your guns, okay? Do it the way you usually do it.
Yeah.
Unnecessary banter. All right?
Okay. All right.
Well, anyway, I just want to make that tip to you. Okay, I'm Tom Blochow, and we'll see you later tonight. So, Katie, you want to sit on my face?
See,
That's the kind of banner we're looking for.
Pat,
You just don't say
Pat,
these
it's
things.
time for the news, but unfortunately we have to take a short
We
break.
sure do.
We'll be right back. You're listening to Bob and Tom.
8:26 at Q95. You're with Bob and Tom. Good morning.
A quick Q95 forecast from Pat Carlini. Pat?
warmer today, getting warmer throughout the weekend, too, into the 90s now. So our little cool spell is coming to an end, and we'll end up with some thunderstorms on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Mr.
Pat, very
No
much.
Eat on the Air. Okay, fine.
I thought we had another commercial.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Fine. Listen for some special Hoosier Lotto cash songs this afternoon worth $1 million on Q95.
Possibly.
Well, technically. Hi.
Hi.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Comedian Jimmy Dore is here with us. Also, the Gunner is sitting in this morning for Christy, who's
In New
covering.
York, the Yukon Jack World Wrestling Championship.
She'll be on ESPN with that, although it's not airing this weekend.
No.
Pat Carlini is here. Chick McGee is here. And
Hi, Chick.
Hi. I was doing the news, but they told me to stop it. So
No.
before we get to the news, I wanted to do this. As you know, this program is appears on a variety of radio stations. We're very happy to be on a number of radio stations now, not just in Indianapolis, but we're on in Fort Wayne and Evansville and South Bend. We're on in Sacramento and
Dayton,
Fresno,
Louisville,
all over the place. In any
all
event,
over the place.
yeah, we often do what they call liners.
Sure.
For these stations.
Yeah.
I just smoking in a pipe now.
These are actually, we have to read off of a card, and we promote other things, aspects of other radio stations.
Oh,
and
really?
Other people
So,
going on.
We have a brand new station that's going on the air. We're already on the air in Evansville.
Right. Now we're going to
103 GBF. Got a lot of friends down there in Evansville. Very happy to say hi to them this morning. But we're also going to be going on an AM radio station down there, their sister station. So yesterday we were asked to record some liners for the station.
Right.
And this can be kind of dull,
Yes.
as you can imagine. But this
happened yesterday.
This is what happened.
All right. Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom at the home of Dan Agursky's Ball Talk.
How does he do that? I'm lefty.
They really talk? Wow.
Wow, we got to have him on as a special guest.
Wow.
Ball talk?
Hi, this is Bob.
Hi, I'm sorry.
No.
You've got to send him the whole segment
Okay.
for promo.
Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom at the home of Dan Agursky's Ball Talks.
Remember.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. Hi, this is Bob.
Okay.
Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm
amazed.
I'm sorry.
Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom at the home of Dan Agursky's Ball Talk. All right.
WGBF Evansville.
Okay. Ball Talk.
I got kicked once.
Got him racked. Never got him.
We'll take our first phone call.
Let me. Okay. I'll just. Okay. Hi, this is Bob.
I was sniffling. Sorry.
Okay. Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom at the home of.
Okay. Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom at the home of Dan Agursky's Ball Talk. Who says this show is a couple of jejune sophomoric losers?
Get it out.
Okay, this time for sure.
Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom at the home of Dan Agursky's Ball Talk. How does he get through it? Welcome to Ball Talk. Brought to you by Crew-X. Not only do they itch, they also talk. Those laces hurt.
Oh, man. All right. Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom. I've lost my place.
Let's just go to number 20.
No, I can get it. Next time I'll try.
Okay. Hi, this is Bob.
And I'm Tom at the home of Dan Agursky's Ball Talk.
Sports Talk 1280 WGBF AM Evansville. Rupture!
Hey! Now wait.
I think there's one more. Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. Scott Farrell is nuts.
He should be on Ball Talk.
Well,
I swear to God, that was
taking care of that program.
that was the very next liner. We turned the page and there it was. He should be on Ball Talk. So, our apologies to Dan Agursky and
Dan's a good guy.
Yeah, they're pretty embarrassed
I'm sure
today.
he'll be able to open up his show
with a Ball Talk.
No problem.
Hello.
Welcome to Ball Talk.
Oh,
He's got to do that.
Wow. You ought to see the T-shirts they got.
oh
Wow.
man.
They were trying to do a hat with kind of a 3D thing. I'm sorry.
I was on his show, Ball Talk. He made me turn my head and cough.
It's about hernia checks.
See, he fits right in.
He's part of the frat.
Part of the
right.
Very funny. That's comedian Jimmy Dore sitting in with us this morning. Pat, I swear to God, we're going to do the news.
Okay, it's time for the news now.
Whenever
Your
you're
turn,
ready.
Pat.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Well, forest rangers from all over the country are on their way to New York's Long Island. They're responding to brush fires burning out of control along the way to the Hamptons beach resort towns. Officials say 8 homes have been damaged or destroyed, but no injuries are reported. Hamptons.
Yes, I say it.
Do you smell something?
I think Carly and James are burning.
Those damn hippies are smoking pot.
You know, I hope that's Perrier you're putting on that blaze. Yes. Yes. Oh, I didn't know the house was on fire because I was listening to Ball Talk.
It's so enthralling.
Syndicated.
His face is funnier than the voice. That's a great face.
Thank you. Wonderful face.
I can split my lip doing that.
It's about 3,000 acres that have burned there. The New York governor has declared a state of emergency, and federal officials are being dispatched.
It's hard when it's not on a teleprompter, isn't it, Pat? Huh? The letters are bigger on TV, aren't
They're
they?
not bigger
my
at
lip doing
work.
Ball
Are you writing that down? Well, what's left of Jerry is dumping more rain on Florida. The tropical depression is over North Florida, and officials say it stays over land.
Ivan.
The storm is unlikely to regain tropical storm strength.
Oh, Miss Purdy.
Officials say a community near Naples, Florida.
Schmelgen Hyben.
You think if it was Jerry Lewis, he'd go right for Miami. You know, he'd never go to Naples.
I'm at the Fontainebleau. Whoa. Where's Buddy Hackett's Hyben? Whoa, oh, the wind and the breeze and the things and what?
When you're in a storm.
Walk on!
Walk on! Oh, my.
I can't go on.
Okay, don't.
Jerry dumped 14 inches of rain near Naples, Florida.
Really? If it was Jerry Lewis, it's raining Percodan.
Yay!
And
Percodan and Pepsi.
there's two more out there. Have you seen this lately? This is pretty wild out there.
Yeah, Humberto.
Yeah, Umberto and Iris.
Where'd they get Umberto? I mean, I'm sure it's a beautiful name, but don't they?
H. Umberto.
Yeah, with an H.
But the H is silent.
Yes.
Umberto.
Okay, it just seems odd.
With an H, so that it can go in alphabetical
So what's
order,
next now?
You know.
There was a
Okay,
Flossie.
J. So K would be the next one.
So what's that one going to be called?
Kelsey, maybe.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I'm crazy with a K hurricane. Whoa, Hyben Schmelgen, all the thing and Miss Purdy with the whoa, the D, the abortion.
What'll it be?
We're making a mess of the
What'll it
news.
be?
It's terrible.
Oh, God, now what? Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Gentlemen, Tom Bochel with an update on the hurricane.
Oh, all right.
Good.
I just wanted you to know the forecasters at the National Hurricane Center in Miami, of course, have their eye on Umberto and Iris, and they're also watching Jerry as it approaches Haiti, and I think they've got a new snippet of that. Hold on, please. Well, Haiti! All right, from the
Hit and run.
Lots of folks, though, go to Florida this time of year, so you want to
Sure
check that
they
out
do.
before you go. 'cause
Yeah,
it
why
is
not?
a
Pat,
wet,
Pat.
wet
Florida in the
weekend.
summer.
Pat.
Yes.
You
Excuse
get off
me.
rates during this time of year. About six people in a motel, six cheap people in a motel.
Nobody goes to Florida this time of year. It's hurricane season. It's going to be 92 here. Why would you go to Florida?
You know, somebody is on the way there right now.
Sure they are.
and
Well, I was
they're
trying to get
bummed
skin
about
cancer.
this.
Couldn't get quite close enough to the equator, so I thought, hey, I'll go to Florida, get some pretty heavy rays. And
In other news this morning, the star scientific witness for the defense is scheduled to return to the stand at the O.J. Simpson murder trial today.
is it Dr. Wu?
But no, it's Henry Lee, our
Henry
man.
Lee. I'm confusing. Today's a big day for Asians in the news. No, it is. You got Dr. Wu coming back from China.
Right.
You got Henry Lee, the forensic guy.
You got Sun Young
Moon.
Yeah, that's
and all
right,
those
Reverend
people.
Sun Moon.
Psycho Reverend.
The prosecution is trying to bar some of the testimony of forensic expert Henry Lee. Prosecutors don't want the jury to hear about Lee's experiment on how long it takes blood swatches to dry. They say Lee could not have duplicated the actual conditions in the case, so his testimony should not be allowed. Earlier this week, Lee testified that the L.A. Police Crime Lab did a sloppy job with evidence in the Simpson case. Lee's expected to be back on the stand Monday, too.
Not quite as sloppy a job as O.J. did murdering them.
I think it's just horrible what they're doing to that man.
Oh, yeah.
He's just getting framed.
Of course he is.
I went over by where the place,
The murders took place?
Yeah, I went over there because,
Oh, did you go by?
Yeah, because I'm an idiot. And I met this lady there. Well, I went there at night because I don't want anybody to see me being a touristy guy.
Right.
And this lady there was from Texas. And she's going, I just think he's getting screwed. I'm like, are you kidding me? And she says to me, well, he would have hired somebody to kill her. You know, he had the money. And I said, well, he used to beat her. Why wouldn't he hire somebody to beat her if that's your logic? You know, I mean, really. And then she says, well, I think we all know the certain things we could say to our husbands to make them hit us. You know, we had those certain things to set us off. I go, you know what do you have to say to make me choke you? How's that? You idiot.
Amazing.
She was unbelievable. I'm sorry.
That's true.
It's all right.
That's a brilliant point. There's that whole thing that gets into a very ugly can of worms. Which we won't open right now. I'll do
of
that
course.
later.
That's right.
Yeah,
Tom
we'll
will
do
open that
that
later.
later.
Well, there should also be a decision next week on whether the jury will hear the controversial tapes of former police detective Mark Furman. They may finally get an answer on that.
I keep forgetting who's on trial here.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have some audio from What is this for, Chick? It says Garbo auctioneer Ed Swan.
Oh, they auctioned off in, I believe it was in Sweden. They were auctioning off Greta Garbo's photographs and some of the outfits she wore in some of the movies. And
I don't see any gay men bidding on that stuff.
I'm sorry, what?
No, that would
It
never
was in
happen.
Connecticut.
It was in Connecticut? Okay, yeah. And they
Like
were,
I said, I don't see any gay men bidding on Garbo stuff.
well, I mean, this is actually, I believe, the gentleman who arranged for all the articles to be auctioned off.
For the most part, the collection consists of rare photographs of her, both studio, MGM studio stills, and as well as other photographs.
Many of them naked.
Wait, was there a voice change?
Wait a
in
minute,
there?
was that, did you?
What was that?
That was a...
That didn't sound like the same voice.
No,
we
let me hear it again.
Let me hear that again.
For the most part, the collection consists of rare photographs of her, both studio, MGM studio stills, and as well as other photographs.
Yeah, that's right. I said naked.
Oh! No, I guess it is. I stand corrected. No, that was the guy. Yeah, evidently they are naked. So, look, Greta Garbo naked photograph.
Wow.
Hey, there's a girl face down in the other room.
She's sleeping.
Oh, that happens every now and then. Don't worry about
That's
it.
Chick's daughter. That happens a lot with her.
Indeed.
Every time she does a couple shots of Stoli, she goes down.
Hey!
She was showing us how to roll joints earlier. She's 16. She's hip.
Well,
sleepy.
in other
16?
news this morning, she just...
Wow, hey, I got a phone number for you. Mel Reynolds. Have you heard of him?
He likes older women.
Yeah, he does.
Does that bother you, Chick?
A little.
Yeah, a little.
Well, firefighters in Ontario now say there's no evidence a meteorite destroyed a...
Whoa, flood ball.
They hit that hard. Gee, it choked me to death.
The news is very
Wind out of
hairy.
me. Anyway, you may have heard this story, but they reported this as a joke, and it sort of backfired.
up that phlegm in your throat.
Chick.
They said that a meteorite destroyed a vacant trailer in the city.
Chick.
A police lieutenant says firefighters were simply joking when they reported finding an object at the charred trailer. Residents in southern Ontario and several U.S. states reported seeing the meteor overnight. People in a 400-mile-long area from Saginaw Bay, Michigan to New York State reported seeing a brilliant green flash of light just after midnight that these firefighters say burned the trailer to the ground.
Yeah, it was your jacket.
Would you quit pointing at me over there?
Maybe a Masters champion exploded or self-combusted. We have
here's a
some
woman
audio.
that was on the highway, and she saw the fireball.
We saw this big, huge ball of flame. It was white, blue, and red with a long tail. We saw it coming down, and it hit the ground.
You know,
And then it took my husband and carried him away.
You know, the government knows all about it, but they don't want to.
You ever notice that whenever they get the UFO people, it's never Alistair Cook.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
I was in my motor car.
I couldn't help but notice the transposition of the.
It's always I was coming back from the Booger Fest, and
I was looking along the road to see a sheep back
Silas was in the back with our daughter.
They just love each other.
I loved it because
I saw the.
light lit up the sky, made it look like daylight, and there was a sheep with his head caught in a fence, and next thing I know...
I was getting an anal probe.
I think there's another one on there too, Tom.
There's another
Is there one more?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's an orange tail behind it, and up
what color was it?
so to speak, at the top of it, there was a crown like of a green light, and it kept getting brighter and brighter. I also then noticed that it was sinking in the sky.
It was a publicity stunt from Burger King.
There was a big sign behind it saying Windows 95.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, yes, is this Bob and Tom?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
This is the chat show with the host, Bob and Tom.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
You were talking about the UFO.
The thing saw over Toronto last night.
Yes.
All over North America, from Saginaw to New York.
Well, I heard your editorial there on UFO sighters.
Well, it just seems to me that it's always, some guy in a trailer he's just finished, 5 POC beers and.
Well, I would have to agree that some of the riffraff that spot these things are a bit uneducated, rough, if you will. But I must say that I consider myself an example of someone not quite in that genre, although I have spotted a UFO.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I saw the meteorite last night, and...
Well, could you describe it for us, please?
well, just as your recording there stated, it was orange and green, and there was a big flash of light.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it on the way home from the monster truck pool.
Robosaurus.
Yes, I immediately pulled my Chevy pickup along the side of the highway, moved my shotgun from the gun rack.
Right. Yes.
Perhaps it was some type of prowler in a car coming. And turns out it was not. I returned to the trailer. And I told all 6 of my children about it.
Really?
Oh, man. This guy's funny.
He's great.
Listen, fellas,
I'm sorry?
I really must go. I've got to pick up a welfare check by 9.
Better hurry up.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry, we never caught your name, sir. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Harrison Montgomery Jr.
Oh, do you have a nickname?
Bubba.
Okay. I was curious. Thank you, Bubba.
Thanks, Bubba.
You chaps get on some Skinner.
Possibly. Thank you.
Yes. We'll try to get on working for MCA or something. Thank you very much, sir. Lovely to hear from you.
Well, I think that's pretty much done
Are
with
you
the news.
done?
Yes,
All right.
I'm
Well,
done.
we'll come
You're not
back.
going to leave, are you, Pat?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We haven't even started to make fun of you.
Come on. We
Fun
have
is
to
only just
take
begun,
a break.
huh?
We'll come back with sports and comedian Jimmy Dore. You're listening to Bob and Tom. 8:48 at Q95. You're with Bob and Tom. Good morning.
Good morning. Quick forecast from Q95's Pat Carlini. Pat?
Oh, we're warming
Be
up
nice
today.
to us now. Come on with
Pat's
your
got a
weather.
bagel in her mouth.
I almost did, but I swallowed it.
That a girl.
Yeah, we've known that for years.
All right.
Practice.
90 degrees over the weekend.
Take it all, baby.
Thunderstorms
Come
on
on.
Sunday.
We leave her alone.
I call mine Willie. Not
Thank you,
Bagel.
Bob.
Not bagel.
I call mine Shazam.
Hard to believe I'm actually
I
protecting
call mine
you.
Vlad
I know,
the Impaler.
Bob stuck up for
Good morning.
I
Hi.
call mine Kareem.
Karima womb.
Excuse me. You know, Pat,
Text.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Pat, we're all thinking of taking Muslim names. I don't know if you knew about that.
Really?
I thought Tyson was going to do that, and now he...
It's going to be Malik.
Malik Abdulaziz.
But is he going to fight under Tyson just for the
I
extra
think this
publicity?
next fight will be Mike Tyson. Then the championship fight he'll probably go to Malik.
Then it'll be like
March.
Malik Tyson Mellencamp, or
Maybe.
what are they going to...
Malik
Abdulaziz.
I think
I
is what it's
believe is
gonna be.
the name he chose the day he left.
Yeah.
Aziz is Christ, I think.
Yeah, darn close to it.
Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
You guys have been looking into names for yourselves? Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should all have them.
Really?
Now, do Muslim women have do they do the...
Muslim women, as I understand it, being
Smell nice.
smell nice, first of all, and,
They don't count.
but they are way down on the. They are simply
food
there
chain.
as
They're just there.
yeah. As,
Isn't yo bitch universal? Isn't it? Doesn't it?
Jeez.
Might be. Might
Yo.
be.
So they're treated with great respect then.
Apparently so.
Well, no wonder Mike joined that religion then. They got that going for him.
I think they're, if nothing else, this will get us the right answer. I think they're pretty much regarded as possessions, actually,
Oh, is that right?
and not actual people. I don't think.
Not their own person.
That's the way I
Or somebody's
understand it.
Are
property.
you allowed to have more than one in the...
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
You could probably have as much property as
Wait a
you
minute.
want,
See, that's
Bob.
why I want to
Wait a
move
minute.
to
I
Utah.
think you are allowed more than one. Yes.
And if not, you should be.
There
So
you
what's
go.
your guys' beef with this religion exactly?
What's the problem?
We just like the funny sounding names. That's the
That's
best
all.
part of it.
Yeah.
You know,
I hear you.
Abdul, Ramadan, Alingdong, Aziz.
Mahmed
Larry
Abdul Raouf or something.
Can't wait to hear your names.
Did you see the Larry King when he was interviewing Mike Tyson? And he
No.
said, you referred to him and he said,
Is this the tattoo thing about the Mao Zedong tattoo? And he tells Larry he's a socialist. Hey, well, if that's the case, I'd like to. As a member of the proletariat, Mike, I'd like a little chunk of your $50 million.
There you go.
this is ludicrous. But he
Mike, spell ludicrous. Here's $100.
he said, when did you convert to Muslimism? Larry King
Is that what
said
Larry
that.
said?
Yeah. Larry, take a night course. Come on.
Some of that dye is soaking into his scalp. I'm on the same page with Larry, though, because I get my Muslim and my Muslim confused.
But it's Islam.
It's Islam.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, see, then I always go back when I hear that. I always go back to the Cat Stevens thing with respect to the author from Britain.
Salman Rushdie.
Salman Rushdie, when they put the death sentence on Salman Rushdie, and then Cat Stevens.
He actually came out in support of the death of Salman Rushdie.
And what was Cat Stevens' name?
He had a big song called...
His name is Yosef Islam.
That's it, Yosef Islam.
And he came out and redid I'm being followed by a big Muslim.
Big Muslim. Big Muslim. Skipping and jumping and a big Muslim.
Big Muslim, big Muslim.
T for the tiller man, death for the heathen bastard. It kind of takes it away when you listen to one of those soft rock stations. Yeah, those little James Taylor, some Joni Mitchell, and then we've got Yosef Islam with his death threat to any heathen Caucasian white man from the wrong hemisphere.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Going back to the ashram for a little
baby.
bit.
Hey, remember the phrase that pays. Yeah.
You betcha.
Okay.
All right.
You heathen.